Have you ever wondered what it's truly like to live alone as an older woman? Imagine having complete freedom to design your life exactly how you want it, pursue your passions without interruption, and embrace a peaceful, fulfilling lifestyle that is entirely your own. In this video, we'll dive into the powerful benefits of living alone, from fostering independence to creating a personal space that reflects your true self. Stay with us until the end to discover how this lifestyle can bring unexpected joy, growth, and empowerment, whether you're living alone now or considering it for the future. You won't want to miss these life-changing insights. If you haven't yet subscribed, I highly recommend doing so and activating the notification bell to ensure you never miss a video. Your support means a lot to me as we continue to grow our community and reach more people with our content. If you enjoy the topic of this video, please leave a comment with the number 1. If it's not quite your cup of tea, drop a 0 in the comments. Your feedback is crucial in helping me create content that better serves you. Let's get started. 1. Autonomy and independence. One of the most treasured and deeply liberating aspects of living on your own is the extraordinary sense of self-governance it provides. For many women, this opportunity to truly own their lives brings a sense of joy and empowerment that is hard to replicate in other living situations. There's something profoundly satisfying about the ability to shape your life without the need for approval or negotiation. From the smallest decisions to major life choices, every action is taken with complete autonomy. This can be as simple as deciding what color to paint the walls of your living room, or as significant as creating a lifestyle that aligns with your values or dreams. It's a form of freedom that encourages self-expression, exploration, and most importantly, self-discovery. This freedom is more than just a surface-level benefit, it is transformative. By being the sole decision-maker, you develop a profound sense of independence and self-reliance. It strengthens your ability to trust your instincts and carve out a life that feels authentic to you. Imagine, for instance, a woman who has always had a passion for painting or gardening, but, in the past, lived with others who didn't share these interests. Perhaps her creative pursuits were often relegated to a corner, or her gardening dreams were put on hold because they didn't fit with someone else's vision. But living alone changes everything. Now, she can convert an entire room into a vibrant art studio filled with canvases, paintbrushes, and splashes of color that reflect her creative spirit. Or she can devote every inch of her backyard to nurturing a flourishing garden filled with the plants and flowers she loves without having to compromise. This personal freedom not only allows her to pursue her passions, but to do so in a way that feels deeply fulfilling and enriching. There's also an emotional depth to this kind of autonomy that goes beyond the physical space. It fosters a sense of personal empowerment that can ripple into other areas of life. When you live alone, you begin to realize how capable and resilient you truly are. You make decisions, face challenges, and solve problems on your own. And in doing so, you build quiet confidence. You become more attuned to your own needs, desires, and boundaries, and more willing to prioritize them. This empowerment feeds into a cycle of self-growth, where the more you trust and depend on yourself, the more you flourish in all aspects of your life. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Moreover, this kind of independence also cultivates a unique relationship with time. When you live alone, your schedule is entirely your own. You don't have to accommodate anyone else's routine or preferences, which can be incredibly freeing. If you feel inspired to paint at midnight or tend to your garden at the crack of dawn, you can do so without disturbing anyone. This freedom to operate on your timeline is both liberating and invigorating. It allows you to be spontaneous and pursue your interests without any external pressures, adding a layer of joy and fulfillment to everyday life. Ultimately, living alone creates a sanctuary where you can be unapologetically yourself. It's a chance to build a life that reflects your truest self, to design your space and your days in ways that make you feel content, inspired, and at peace. Whether it's the thrill of dedicating an entire room to your passion projects, or simply the comfort of knowing that every decision is yours to make, this independence offers a deep and lasting sense of satisfaction. The beauty of this autonomy is that it not only nurtures your external environment, but also cultivates your inner strength and resilience, allowing you to grow and thrive in ways that feel uniquely personal and empowering. 2. Personal growth and self-discovery. Living alone creates a unique environment for profound personal growth and a journey of self-discovery. When you no longer have the constant presence of others, you are given the space to truly explore who you are at your core, without external influences shaping your day-to-day decisions. This solitude often acts as a catalyst for self-reflection and introspection, offering the perfect conditions for individuals to reconnect with themselves on a deeper level. It allows for the rediscovery of passions that may have been neglected in the hustle of life, and the exciting possibility of uncovering new talents and interests that had never been fully realized before. For many women, this quiet time becomes a transformative period in their lives, where they not only reconnect with forgotten hobbies, but also take the time to understand their true desires and ambitions. Imagine a woman who always had a love for writing, but was continuously swept up in the demands of work, relationships, and family life. While living with others, her passion for storytelling was placed on the back burner, overshadowed by the responsibilities of daily life and the noise of a shared household. However, once she began living alone, she found herself with the precious gift of time. She no longer had to juggle competing schedules or accommodate others' needs. With this newfound freedom, she was able to transform a spare room into a cozy writing nook, a space dedicated solely to her creativity. Each day, she now spends hours immersed in her stories, bringing characters to life, weaving intricate plots, and pouring her heart onto the page. The quiet solitude of living alone gave her the focus she needed to fully dive into her writing, without interruptions or distractions. This creative outlet not only brought immense joy and fulfillment, but also opened doors to new opportunities. By sharing her work with a wider audience, she discovered an untapped talent within herself and built connections with a community of readers and fellow writers who provided encouragement and support. What once seemed like an unattainable dream became a source of purpose and pride in her life. The act of living alone becomes a nurturing ground for self-growth in ways that are both subtle and significant. Without the influence or expectations of others, there is space to experiment, try new things, and pursue long-held dreams. This is often where the most surprising forms of self-discovery emerge. You may find yourself picking up a musical instrument for the first time, learning to cook gourmet meals, or engaging in new forms of self-care. These moments of exploration are not just hobbies, but pathways to understanding more about yourself, what you love, what fulfills you, and how you want to spend your time. Moreover, this period of solitude can also lead to emotional growth and greater self-awareness. Living alone forces you to sit with your thoughts and emotions in ways that can be both challenging and enlightening. It encourages you to confront and understand your feelings, develop a stronger sense of emotional resilience, and cultivate the ability to find peace in your own company. This kind of personal growth is invaluable, as it strengthens your emotional foundation and builds self-confidence. Beyond the creative and emotional growth, the independence that comes with living alone also empowers you to become more resourceful and self-reliant. Whether it's learning how to fix things around the house, managing finances on your own, or tackling everyday problems without the immediate help of others, these experiences build a sense of competence and self-sufficiency that can be incredibly rewarding. You start to realize that you can handle life's challenges on your terms, which in turn boosts your confidence in all areas of life. Ultimately, living alone offers the freedom to grow into the best version of yourself. It's a time when you can focus on your own needs, dreams, and passions without the noise of external expectations. The journey of personal growth and self-discovery that comes with this independence is one of the most fulfilling and transformative experiences. It's a time to rediscover who you are, nurture your passions, and embrace the joy of learning more about yourself every day. 3. Creating a space that reflects you. Your living space has the power to be a genuine reflection of your inner self, embodying your personality, preferences, and passions. When you live alone, the freedom to craft and organize your surroundings in a way that aligns with your unique tastes becomes a deeply personal and rewarding experience. It's not just about arranging furniture or picking out colors, it's about curating an environment that resonates with who you are at your core. This autonomy allows you to design every corner of your home to reflect your identity, creating a place that feels like an extension of yourself. Imagine the endless possibilities this freedom brings. Whether you've always dreamed of living in a minimalist haven, where simplicity and clean lines provide a sense of calm, or perhaps a warm, cozy space filled with inviting textures, books, and soft lighting, living alone gives you the control to bring these visions to life. There are no compromises, and no need to adjust your preferences to fit anyone else's vision or style. Each decision, from the layout of your furniture to the art on your walls, is yours alone to make, allowing your home to become an authentic expression of your soul. Consider a woman with a deep love for vintage decor and all things nostalgic. Living alone allows her to transform her home into a sanctuary filled with treasures that tell the stories of her life and experiences. Each room becomes a reflection of her passions and interests. She might score thrift stores and antique shops for one-of-a-kind furniture, fill her shelves with quirky mementos from her travels, and adorn her walls with art that sparks joy and inspiration. Her home becomes a tapestry of her journey, each item carefully chosen because it holds meaning, evokes a memory, or simply makes her smile. The beauty of this process is that it goes beyond mere aesthetics. It's about creating a space where you feel completely at home, where every element has been thoughtfully curated to bring you comfort and joy. It's a space that recharges you, offers both solace and inspiration, and represents your values, experiences, and dreams. For the woman who loves vintage decor, for instance, every antique chair or old photo frame is not just a piece of furniture, but a piece of her story, a connection to the past that fills her present with warmth and meaning. Moreover, when you live alone, you have the freedom to adapt and evolve your space as you grow and change. As your interests shift, so too can your surroundings. Maybe you decide to create a corner for a new hobby, like a small indoor garden or a nook dedicated to meditation. Perhaps you discover a love for art and gradually turn your living room into a gallery of your work or pieces you've collected. This fluidity in designing your living space allows for constant personal reinvention and exploration. It becomes a space that not only reflects who you are now, but also who you are becoming. This autonomy also fosters a deep connection between you and your home. Each time you walk through the door, you are greeted by a space that feels truly yours, a place that doesn't just serve as a shelter, but as a sanctuary. You can retreat into your world, knowing that everything around you is a reflection of your tastes, your values, and your experiences. It becomes a source of inspiration, a place where creativity flourishes, and where you can truly be yourself without restrictions or compromises. Living alone gives you the chance to create a home that mirrors your individuality in ways that shared spaces often cannot. It's a deeply personal journey of crafting an environment that not only looks the way you want it to, but also feels the way you need it to. Your home becomes a haven, filled with pieces that speak to your soul, memories that bring you peace, and spaces that inspire creativity and relaxation. Ultimately, this space becomes more than just four walls. It becomes a living, breathing reflection of your essence, where you are free to express yourself fully and authentically in every way imaginable. 4. Peace. For many older women, the calm and stillness that comes with living alone is a priceless gift. In a world that is constantly buzzing with noise, distractions, and demands, the ability to retreat into a peaceful sanctuary can be deeply rejuvenating. It offers a much-needed respite from the hustle and bustle of daily life, allowing for moments of quiet reflection and tranquility. This serene environment becomes a haven, a place where one can truly unwind, recharge, and reconnect with oneself without the interruptions or stresses that come from shared living spaces. The value of peace cannot be overstated, particularly when it comes to mental and emotional well-being. The absence of constant external noise creates space for clarity of thought, allowing the mind to rest and rejuvenate. Imagine a retired woman who has spent years juggling various roles, whether as a professional, a mother, or a caregiver. Now, in the solitude of her own home, she finds a profound sense of peace in the simple routines of daily life. Mornings become a cherished time where she can brew a fresh cup of coffee and step out onto her porch to savor the quiet. The only sounds are the soft rustle of leaves in the breeze and the gentle chorus of birds greeting the day. These tranquil moments allow her to ground herself, reflect, and start her day with a sense of calm and contentment. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. In this atmosphere of quietude, she can fully indulge in her favorite pastimes without distraction. Whether it's losing herself in a good book, practicing mindfulness, or tending to her garden, these activities become even more meaningful when done in peace. The absence of competing demands allows her to focus entirely on the present moment, fostering a deep sense of relaxation and inner peace. The simple joy of reading a favorite novel on a sunlit afternoon or savoring the aroma of blooming flowers in the garden becomes a form of self-care, nourishing her soul and restoring her energy. Moreover, this quiet space offers the opportunity for deeper introspection. Living alone, especially in older age, often brings with it the chance to reflect on life's journey, the joys, the challenges, the growth. Without the constant noise of the outside world, there's room to contemplate and appreciate the wisdom gained through the years. This stillness allows for a greater connection to one's inner thoughts and feelings, fostering self-awareness and emotional balance. The peace that comes from being alone with one's thoughts can be immensely healing, providing the clarity and perspective that sometimes gets lost in the chaos of life. For some, this solitude may also become a creative wellspring. In the quiet of their own home, older women may find the mental space to explore new creative outlets, whether it's writing, painting, knitting, or photography. The quiet becomes a blank canvas on which they can paint their thoughts and ideas, free from the distractions of daily life. This creative expression, in turn, enhances their mental well-being, providing not only a sense of accomplishment but also a deep fulfillment that comes from doing something purely for themselves. The peace of living alone also offers a reprieve from the emotional demands that often accompany shared living arrangements. Without the need to constantly accommodate others or engage in the daily negotiations of cohabitation, there's a freedom to fully prioritize personal needs and desires. For example, an older woman may find joy in creating her daily schedule, deciding when to eat, when to sleep, and how to spend her free time without the influence of others. This autonomy adds to the tranquility of her environment, reinforcing her sense of independence and self-reliance. Ultimately, the serenity of living alone becomes a treasured aspect of daily life, a source of inner calm that enhances both mental and emotional well-being. The quiet moments, whether it's sipping coffee at dawn, reading in a favorite chair, or simply sitting in the garden and soaking in the garden, they become rituals of peace that nourish the soul and bring a deep sense of contentment. In this stillness, there is the freedom to simply be, to rest, and to revel in the beauty of solitude. 5. Enhanced financial control. One of the most rewarding aspects of living alone is the unparalleled sense of financial empowerment it provides. When you're in complete control of your finances, managing your budget, spending, and saving becomes a streamlined process, free from the complications that often arise when sharing expenses with others. This financial independence grants the freedom to make decisions based on your priorities and goals, allowing you to take charge of your future. With a renewed future, it's more than just handling bills. It's about having the autonomy to align your finances with your values and dreams, without the need to consider someone else's spending habits or preferences. For many women, this level of financial control fosters a sense of empowerment that can be transformative. When you're living alone, you have the flexibility to craft a budget that works for your specific needs, whether that means focusing on savings, investing in personal interests, or splurging on occasional indulgences. Take, for example, a woman with a passion for travel. She might choose to be more strategic in her spending throughout the year, cutting back on non-essential purchases, dining out less frequently, or opting for more cost-effective entertainment so that she can set aside funds for her next adventure. The beauty of living alone is that she can make these decisions entirely on her terms, without the need to negotiate or compromise. This financial freedom also brings with it the ability to prioritize long-term goals, which can be incredibly satisfying. Whether it's saving for retirement, investing in a home renovation, or building an emergency fund, living alone allows for careful financial planning that reflects what truly matters to you. There's a certain peace of mind that comes from knowing you have full control over your financial destiny, whether that means setting aside money for future security or indulging in a passion project that brings you joy. Moreover, living solo offers an opportunity to become more financially savvy. With no one else's expenses to consider, you can focus on fine-tuning your financial strategies and honing your money management skills. This could involve exploring new investment opportunities, learning about different savings accounts, or even working with a financial advisor to create a plan tailored to Tyler's style and goals. Without the complexity of shared finances, it's easier to track where your money is going and make adjustments as needed, empowering you to make informed decisions that align with your vision for the future. The benefits of this financial autonomy extend beyond just budgeting for the essentials. It allows for a deeper sense of personal fulfillment. You can spend and save according to what brings you the most happiness and satisfaction, whether that's treating yourself to a weekend getaway, investing in a creative hobby, or donating to causes close to your heart. When your financial decisions are solely your own, they become a reflection of your values and passions, reinforcing the sense of independence that comes with living alone. Financial independence also has a significant impact on one's overall well-being. The stress that often accompanies shared finances, whether it's disagreements over spending priorities, unexpected expenses, or conflicting money habits, is removed from the equation. Instead, you are in full control of your financial landscape, giving you the freedom to avoid unnecessary financial strain and live within your means comfortably. This sense of financial security can reduce anxiety and create a foundation for a more peaceful, focused life, where your financial goals are clear and your decisions are made with confidence. Ultimately, living alone enhances your ability to take full ownership of your financial journey. It's not just about paying the bills, it's about crafting a financial life that reflects your aspirations, whether those include traveling the world, pursuing personal projects, or planning for a comfortable future. The freedom to make these decisions without external pressures fosters a sense of self-reliance and confidence that carries over into all areas of life. With complete financial control, you have the power to shape your present and future, making choices that lead to a life filled with purpose, security, and personal fulfillment. 6. Strengthening social connections. While some might assume that living alone leads to isolation, many women discover that it fosters a deeper and more intentional approach to their social connections. The freedom to decide when, where, and how to engage with others opens the door to building more meaningful relationships. Instead of being surrounded by people out of convenience or necessity, living alone allows for the cultivation of friendships and connections that are rooted in shared interests, values, and genuine affection. This autonomy over social interactions often leads to a more vibrant and fulfilling social life, where each encounter is chosen thoughtfully and with purpose. When you live on your own, there's a natural shift in how you approach socializing. Without the constant presence of others in your living space, there's a renewed appreciation for the moments spent with friends, family, and even acquaintances. You become more mindful of the time you invest in relationships, seeking out interactions that are truly meaningful and enriching. For example, a woman living alone might take the initiative to reach out to old friends for long, heartfelt conversations, or plan regular meetups with loved ones that are filled with laughter and deep connection. This intentionality strengthens the bond she shares with the people who matter most in her life. Moreover, living alone encourages individuals to step outside their comfort zones and explore new social opportunities. Without the social safety net of a shared household, many women find themselves drawn to community activities and group events, where they can meet like-minded people and engage in shared interests. This can lead to the discovery of new passions and hobbies, as well as the chance to forge friendships with individuals they may not have encountered otherwise. For instance, a woman living alone might join a local book club where she can connect with others who share her love of literature, or perhaps she decides to volunteer at a community center, contributing her time and energy to causes close to her heart. Through these activities, she not only enriches her own life, but also builds a supportive and dynamic network of friends and acquaintances. These experiences not only broaden her social circle, but also add layers of fulfillment and joy to her life. The act of engaging in community activities or taking up a new class, whether it's cooking, painting, or learning a new language, provides both a sense of accomplishment and an opportunity to bond with others over shared experiences. These connections often go beyond surface-level interactions. They are built on common passions and mutual respect, fostering friendships that are lasting and meaningful. Furthermore, living alone offers the chance to be more selective and discerning in social relationships. When you have the freedom to choose how you spend your time, you naturally gravitate toward relationships that bring positivity and joy, while distancing yourself from those that may be draining or unfulfilling. This ability to curate your social interactions leads to healthier, more balanced relationships, where the focus is on mutual support, kindness, and understanding, rather than feeling obligated to socialize out of convenience or habit. Every relationship is nurtured with intention, leading to deeper connections that stand the test of time. Living alone also cultivates a greater appreciation for solitude, which can enhance the quality of social interactions. When you have time to recharge and reflect in the comfort of your own space, you bring a more centered and present version of yourself to social gatherings. This balance between solitude and socializing allows for a richer, more meaningful engagement with others. You're able to give more of yourself in conversations, be more empathetic, and form deeper emotional connections because you've had the time to recharge in your own company. Ultimately, living alone doesn't mean being disconnected. It can mean quite the opposite. It allows for the freedom to craft a social life that is intentional, meaningful, and deeply fulfilling. By participating in community activities, pursuing personal passions, and surrounding yourself with people who genuinely enhance your life, living alone becomes a catalyst for stronger, more meaningful social connections. It provides the perfect balance between personal independence and social engagement, creating a life filled with both quiet moments of self-reflection and enriching moments of shared connection. 7. Health and wellness focus. Living alone can be a powerful motivator for focusing on personal health and wellness. Without the distractions, schedules, or obligations that often accompany shared living spaces, many women find that living solo provides the perfect opportunity to establish routines that support both their physical and mental well-being. This newfound freedom creates a sense of clarity and intention, allowing individuals to prioritize self-care in ways that may have been difficult to achieve when their time speaks. For many, the act of living alone becomes a blank canvas on which to build a wellness-centered lifestyle. Whether it's committing to a regular exercise routine, cooking nourishing meals, or integrating mindfulness practices into daily life, living independently allows women to structure their days in ways that best serve their bodies and minds. Without having to accommodate the needs or preferences of others, the focus can shift entirely to personal health goals, creating a sense of empowerment and control over one's well-being. Imagine, for instance, a woman with a passion for yoga. Living alone allows her to fully immerse herself in her practice, undisturbed by the routines or schedules of others. She might even dedicate an entire room in her home to yoga, transforming it into a serene sanctuary complete with mats, calming candles, soft lighting, and tranquil music. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment on number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. This personal space becomes a refuge where she can retreat at any time of day, whether it's a quiet morning flow or a relaxing evening session to unwind. The freedom to practice without constraints or interruptions makes it easier to integrate wellness into her daily routine, turning what once may have been an occasional hobby into a regular practice that nourishes both her body and soul. The ability to plan meals that align with her health goals is another significant benefit of living alone. Without the influence of others' preferences or eating habits, a woman can experiment with new recipes, focus on wholesome ingredients, and design a diet that supports her overall well-being. Whether she enjoys preparing fresh, organic meals or exploring plant-based options, living solo gives her the flexibility to be creative in the kitchen without compromise. This not only encourages healthier eating habits, but also makes meal planning and preparation an enjoyable, mindful activity, where she can take pride in nourishing her body with foods that make her fire to indulge. Beyond physical health, living alone also creates space for mental wellness practices that can significantly enhance overall well-being. Many women find that living solo allows for quiet moments of reflection and mindfulness that may have been difficult to achieve in a shared home. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in stillness, these moments of solitude become opportunities to check in with oneself, fostering emotional balance and inner peace. For example, a woman might establish a nightly meditation routine, lighting a candle and spending a few minutes in mindful breathing before bed. This practice not only helps her unwind from the day, but also strengthens her connection to her inner self, promoting a sense of calm and clarity. The absence of external distractions also allows for greater consistency in these wellness routines. With no need to accommodate others' schedules or preferences, it's easier to stick to personal goals, whether that's a daily workout, a healthy eating plan, or a regular self-care ritual. The ability to create and maintain a wellness-focused lifestyle on your terms fosters a deep sense of accountability and self-discipline, reinforcing healthy habits that contribute to long-term physical and mental health. Furthermore, living alone can inspire women to explore new wellness practices, that they may not have tried before. Whether it's taking up a new fitness challenge, exploring holistic health practices, or learning more about mental health and emotional resilience, the autonomy that comes with living solo opens the door to a broader exploration of self-care. The process of discovering what works best for your body and mind can be incredibly rewarding, creating a lifestyle that is not only healthier but also more sustainable. Ultimately, living alone provides the perfect backdrop for cultivating a life centered on health and wellness. With the freedom to structure each day around personal well-being, many women find themselves thriving both physically and mentally, discovering the joy and mighty fulfillment that comes from truly prioritizing self-care. This focus on wellness becomes not just a routine but a way of life, enhancing overall happiness, resilience, and vitality. 8. Sense of accomplishment. There's an undeniable and deeply rewarding sense of accomplishment that comes from managing every aspect of your home independently. The knowledge that you can handle anything from daily household chores to more complex repairs on your own is not only practical but also incredibly empowering. It's a confidence booster, one that fosters a strong sense of self-reliance and capability. Every task completed, no matter how big or small, reinforces the understanding that you are fully in control of your environment, and that sense of mastery over your own space is immensely satisfying. For many women, living alone becomes an ongoing journey of learning and self-sufficiency. Consider, for example, a woman who starts by tackling minor home repairs, something she may have previously relied on others for. Maybe she learns how to fix a leaky faucet, unclog a drain, or replace a broken light fixture. Each small victory not only saves her money, but also builds her confidence, encouraging her to take on bigger projects. Before long, she might find herself diving into a DIY home improvement project, whether it's painting a room, installing new shelves, or even renovating a part of her home. These projects become much more than just practical tasks. They symbolize her growing independence and capability. The sense of pride that accompanies these accomplishments is profound. Each successful endeavor reminds her that she is fully capable of managing and maintaining her home, no matter what challenges arise. This hands-on approach to household management strengthens her self-esteem and fosters a sense of achievement that permeates other areas of her life as well. She knows that she can handle whatever comes her way, and that knowledge carries a quiet confidence that empowers her to tackle even more challenges with grace and determination. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 4 below to let me know that are still watching this video with me. Moreover, these personal achievements provide a deep sense of fulfillment that goes beyond the practical. There's a unique kind of joy that comes from seeing the tangible results of your hard work. When you walk through a home that you have maintained, repaired, and improved with your own 2 hands, it's a reminder of your resilience and strength. Each room becomes a reflection of your efforts, and that sense of ownership over both the space and the process is incredibly empowering. Living alone as an older woman isn't just about solitude, it's about crafting a life that is richly fulfilling, deeply personal, and filled with growth opportunities. It's about rising to the challenges of independence and discovering that you are more capable than you ever imagined. Beyond the physical tasks of managing a household, this journey also brings emotional and mental growth, reinforcing your ability to rely on yourself and find joy in the process of self-sufficiency. This sense of accomplishment extends to all facets of life when living alone. From fostering independence and financial control to cultivating personal growth and strengthening social connections, the benefits are numerous and far-reaching. Living solo offers a unique opportunity to thrive, not just by managing your home, but by embracing the freedom to shape your life on your terms. It's a chance to take ownership of your journey and celebrate the countless ways in which you grow, learn, and succeed along the way. The path to living alone is filled with empowerment and discovery. As you navigate the challenges and triumphs of solo living, you might find that this chapter of your life becomes one of the most enriching experiences. There's a sense of satisfaction that comes from knowing you've created a life that is entirely your own, where each accomplishment, whether big or small, adds another layer of meaning and joy to the journey. Embrace it fully, and you'll find that living alone isn't just about independence, it's about thriving, growing, and discovering the depths of your strength and resilience. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What have you learned from this discussion about living alone? Is there one thing that resonated with you the most? Something that you'd like to put into practice in your own life? We invite you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We can't wait to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.